Hello, race fans, and welcome to the series finale for the street stocks here at the Virginia iRacing League. It's the Full Moon 200 coming to you live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Well, I can't believe, wow, we have finally gotten to the end of our three series season number 2. And man, I tell you, we have had some wild times, some fun times, and this will be the last time we're running the street stocks for a while. We'll be doing other things, and but as always, we want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, JS Design, the official paint shop of Rice Motorsports TV. And we had one race to go. Well, the last race, that was Lanier. Boy, I tell you, in the last 2, 3, or 4 races, AI drivers, they've been really getting up there, I mean, getting quite rowdy. And boy, they got the W last week. Ron Walters, now he won't be here this week. He is on vacation. Hey, it's summertime, so he's out running around the country again. So but he did almost get a W. He got that P2 finish. Paul Bajanic, your league champion, he's already got the championship sewn up. Had a rough night. He did grab the pole position though, and it led a few laps though, but just wasn't his night. So you'll see if he can finish out this series with a W. He's got Andy Costle over there as well, and looks like we got about we're actually getting ready to roll over to qualifying here. Checker flag is in the air. Beautiful night for racing out here tonight. 71-degree air temperature, winds 3 miles an hour, track temperature 75. And that'll be the 10-lap heat qualifying. And, of course, they're running 40% fuel. They'll have 4 sets of tires tonight with 3 green, white checker attempts for 200 laps at this half-mile facility. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And click that notification bell so every time we go live. We got everybody lining up on the starting grid. They're getting ready for the feature race. And we're getting the signal from for the pace car to get going here. Looks like Mike Berg, he'll be leading them to the green flag. Let me check some audio here real quick. And Mike. There we go. It always takes them a few seconds to get the pace car to get going, but he should be getting ready to roll off here. And I see that he's been given the signal, so he should be rolling off any moment. And there he goes. They'll have their 2 warm-up laps before they start the race. Hustle over. He's back in the middle of the pack there. Bajanic a little bit further back. Will have to work his way through the field. Of course, this is just qualifying. I didn't hear anybody having any problems with handling or anything. I know this is Paul Bajanic, one of his favorite tracks. So we'll see how things work out for him here tonight. Well, and Andy Kosalova, he's probably excited because next season, or when we do the late models, I believe he'll get the chance to start at the beginning of the season because he came in about midway or 2/3 of the way through the season. But being able to start at the beginning of the season, I tell you, he is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I can tell you that right now. Making our way around, second and final time, pace car will be coming down pit road this time around. Getting ready for 10 laps of qualifying. Pace car down on pit road. Okay, and shout out to the Rotheries there. And Mike coming through loud and clear. Thank you there, buddy. And we're racing. Hot lap. Oh, I was just checking the volume on the cars themselves from that blimp camera shot. That's what I was mentioning, the thing about the checking the audio and stuff. Mike Berg. Look at Mike Berg, the jump he got on the field. Clay Rice, he's in that second position. Chris Page, he has really come on strong in the last several races as well. Sorry, Oliver's right there. A little further, there's Andy Consolova. Boy, he is really bunched in right now. Currently in that sixth position. I tell you, Martinsville is a fun track. Yeah, I mean, it is tight. Oh, Andy Consolova trying to see if he can get up there, get past that 78. He's trying to race down there to the corner, see if he can squeeze in. And he squeezes on by the 78 into that fourth position. Paul Bajanic, he's kind of laying back at the back here at the moment. Just getting himself all gathered up here. And now he tries to squeeze through as well. And he grabs some of that. I tell you, this curb here can punish you. And there he goes. And it's not going to be a caution. There's no caution in the qualifying heat. So as it stands right now, it looks like he'll probably end up starting shotgun on the field and catch up at the moment. Boy, look at Mike Berg. And I tell you, good grief. 1.6 seconds ahead of Chris Page. And Andy Consolova in that third position, trying to make a move on that number 15. As they come off of turn 2, Consolova, he gets up alongside that 15, so he should be able to work his way in there now. He's got the good position. So he'll move around into that second spot. We're on lap 7 now. He's only 1.4 seconds behind Mike Berg. He only has 3 more laps to try to catch the 45. No Austin Dillon's allowed tonight. And you see Consolova, he's working in a little closer there. He does have the fastest lap. His best time, or his last lap, was also as fast as a 21.32. And that is by far the quickest by, I'd say, about 0.3 of a second. Or maybe 0.2 of a second. Paul Bajanic's his best time is a 21.5. But he's still back in the 10th position. Yeah, he knows he can't catch the field now. So it's just a matter of we're lap 9, we're getting ready to come around and get the white flag. That gap is about 0.7, maybe 0.75 of a second. Consolova, he's not going to be able to get there to try to grab that pole position. But he did move up 6 spots into that second position as they go down the backstretch for the final time. They can work way through turns 3 and 4. And Consolova gets a little squirrely. Berg gets the pole position. Consolova, boy, he was squirrely coming across the line, but he did hold on for that second position. So, boy, that a little bit of an anxious moment there for the 93, but he did get it done. So we'll go ahead and take a moment here from our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching the series finale of the Street Stocks, the Full Moon Bowling Alley 200, here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, folks, we're back here in the warm-up session, and folks are just getting ready to head on to the track here. Get a few last-minute, make some last-minute adjustments. I mean, it's a fixed setup, but there are a couple of little things that you can work on. And you know what I might do? I think I'm going to go grab Paul, the Janik, and then I'm gonna grab Andy as well. Let me grab Paul here real quick. Hey, Paul, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you, man, is this going to be spin and win here tonight, man? You think?
I know we were talking about it, so I can just imagine what's going through Tony's mind already.
But how does the track feel out there tonight?
It's all right. Yeah, like I said, if you get on the outside, you're gonna get a little slip. You know, it's a lot slipperier on the outside than it is on the inside. And then obviously you can't force your way into the turns, or you'll end up like I did, spun out.
10-4, man. Yeah.
But I was just checking things out, man.
Yeah.
But it'll be good.
10-4, well, man. I tell you, you'll have a 200 laps to get it figured out.
I know we were talking about that too. That was a long 10 laps.
Yeah,
so we got 200 more to go.
10-4, man. Well, good luck, man. We'll talk to you later.
All right, brother.
And,
appreciate you. Bye.
And let me grab Andy real quick before we do our national anthem. Hey, Andy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy? If he's there, he might have stepped away because it is the warm-up session. I don't think he may not be in the car, so we'll go ahead and put him back down to the channel because it is the time where you can take a little bit of a break before the race starts, and that's what they do. So we'll go ahead and we're going to pause a moment for our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet
Okay, folks, here we are on the pace laps now, getting ready for our feature race here, the Full Moon Bowling Alley 200 season finale for the Street Stocks, live here on Rice Motorsports TV. Mike Berg, boy, he had a really strong qualifying race there. Vasilova gained 6 spots. He was able to come up and get into that second position. I tell you, if he'd had maybe one more lap, he might have been able to get up there. But, you know, we'll never know now. But they should be getting the green flag next time around. Let's go ahead and take a look at that starting lineup there. Mike Berg on the pole, Kosilova second, Chris Page third, Clay Rice fourth, Sarah Oliver fifth, sixth is Matt Holden, Ashton Rice is seventh, Terrell Rice eighth, Oliver Stevens in ninth position, 10th is Paul Bajanic. And, well, I'm not racing. I'm yours truly, your friendly neighborhood broadcaster. Pace car is in. We got the green flag, and for the final time this season, the Street Stocks are racing. Andy Kosilova not wasting any time. Boy, he better be careful of Chris Page trying to gang up on him real quick. He's going to grab that second position from the 93. Kosilova, I think he was really thinking about trying to get a jump on that 45 quickly before he got away from everything. And he ended up losing a position. So now Kosilova in that third position, trying to see if he can get back up there. Paul Bajanic, he started ninth and trying to get past Terrell Rice. He's kind of blocked in at 33 there. Oliver Stevens had him blocked in just a little bit. He just has to be careful not to hit those curbs. These curbs here are vicious, and he scoots on past the 33, trying to anyway. They're getting a good run off the corner. Or up at the front there, Chris Page, he's got the fastest lap time at 21.62. Kosilova 21.8. Oh, Kosilova gets turned around.
Caution.
And we got a caution. Oh my goodness. Kosilova, Andy. And he, a little bit of damage now. To, you know, for the season finale, they do have 2 fast repairs. Normally we don't run fast repairs in this league, but being as it's a season finale, we give them 2. And so he may or may not come around and burn a fast repair. So we'll see. And now, ironically enough, now he's found himself near the back, where he's at the very back of the pack now. Paul Bajanic's in that 7th position. And we'll keep it. I see Clay Rice, he's making his way down pit road, and a few other drivers are coming in, not everybody. Now, one of them is the 93 there, Andy Kosilova. We'll see if he burns his fast repair. I imagine maybe he will. Paul Bajanic stays out, so he should get a couple of more positions, track position, as Kosilova makes his way down to his pit box. Terrell Rice there right in front of him. Oliver Stevens also in. Somebody else came in too, I think. He was saying this Clay Rice. And Kosilova getting down to his pit box, and he doesn't I hope he realized that he had a fast repair. Maybe he's opting not to use it, because it is in the info in the session. I hope he's not stuck with manual repairs there. And let's grab him real quick. Hey Andy, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey man, how you doing?
10-4, man. I tell you, got a little spin there. You know you have the fast repairs, right?
Yep. Yeah, don't want to use it up too early if I don't have to. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I was hoping. You know, sometimes you roll the dice, don't you? You don't know if it's going to be required repairs or what until you hit that pit box. But thankfully, it was not.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah. So the lap before going on the corner, that guy outbroke me like crazy. It was fine. And then that corner, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go behind him. And then he got on the brakes, and I was like, whoa, I wasn't ready to brake yet. So had to take evasive action and kind of screwed myself up here, but it's all right.
Yeah, long race. Absolutely, man. Well, good luck. I'll put you back down to the channel and talk to you later.
All right, thanks, man.
So thankfully, Kosilova no damage that was really going to keep him on pit road for a long time. Paul Bajanic's up into that 6th position. Mike Berg had a good getaway. Chris Page right there in that 2nd position. He was really strong on the restart himself. And let's see, lights are, no, they're going to get one more time around. It should. I imagine the lights are going to go out this time around on the pace car as we hit the stripe to start lap number 9. And lights are indeed out, so it'll be lap 10 when we get the green flag once again. Paul Bajanic, he stayed out. Him and 5 other drivers stayed out. Oliver Stevens, Clay Rice, Terrell Rice, and Andy Koselova all came in. Koselova getting a little bit of work done on that 93 machine. Pace car will be heading into pit road this time around. Mike Berg, he's getting going.
Green, green, green.
Got the restart. Lap number 10 of 200. And once again, he's kind of he's pulling his way out of there. And look at oh boy, look at Matt Holden now. You know, he hasn't been as strong this season. Boy, I tell you, he was a pain in the neck in season 1. He has not been that strong this season. Matt Holden now is sneaking up to the front there. Even Ashton Rice in that 49 machine, she is kind of easing her way into the picture here. And what happened to, where is Paul Bajanic? Paul Bajanic, he actually fell back to the 9th position. Andy Koselova right ahead of him doing battle with the 98 there, Terrell Rice. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Chris Page trying to get that 2nd position back from the 25 of Matt Holden. So far not able to do it. Ashton Rice got up there kind of close, and now she's battling with Sarah Oliver for that 4th position. Andy Koselova is right behind the ladies there, trying to find a way through. Oh boy, is that door going to stay open? He's trying to squeeze on through there. Looks like he will. He gets past Rice into that 5th position as they race down to turns 3 and 4. Koselova in that 4th position, where Mike Berg, look at Mike Berg once again. He has jumped out to over 1.1 second gap on the rest of the field. Matt Holden has managed to hold off the 15 there. Chris Page, Koselova trying to get back up there and catch those guys. I see Paul Bajanic back there in that bunch. He's got a lot of traffic to deal with at the moment. But then we'll see if he can make his way through there. Trying to get down on the inside of Terrell Rice. They, they have plenty of tires, but you know how it is with the street stocks. A pit stop is a long time, but this track may be, it's just about a half-mile track. They may be able to get in, and I know they can get in and do a 2-tire stop at least. But whether they could do a 4, who knows? And oh boy, Bajanic may want to check his brake bias just a touch. And the Koselova is still in that 4th position. Paul Bajanic in the 6th spot. Koselova, he's getting a little closer to the 15 there. Chris Page. Still see your 2 front runners there. Mike Berg, Matt Holden. I wonder if this is one of the first times I've seen the 25 car up this far in the order in several weeks. I really have not seen him up the front, I don't believe. Koselova probably trying to take his time and knows he's got a long ways to go for lap 20 of 200. And they're both now actually kind of reeling in the 25 there. Matt Holden, he's in that second position, but he's got both the 15 and the 93 starting to bear down on him now. And those four, they're definitely starting to break away from the rest of the field. Mike Berg enjoying a good lead there. There's Kosilova chasing both the 25 and the 15. Is he thinking about making a pass? Nah, not quite. He wasn't quite close enough to really try it too much. And he might go another time around. And now he does, he's still in that third spot. He does get past the 15 though. Now trying to methodically work his way up there, trying to get to the 25 with Matt Holden. Janik, he remains in the 7th position. Shout out to Harold Rothler, Ron Walters. I know they probably both wish they could be here. We'll be seeing them in later seasons. Kosilova now studying the 25 with Matt Holden, trying to figure out what's the best place to attack coming off the turn or corner entry. Yeah, look at that. He is kind of slipping down through there. I think he might get it, folks. Good acceleration off the corner. I think he'll be able to complete this pass. Yes, he does. He gets clear of the 25. And the 25 actually opened the door for the 15 there, Chris Page. Page might be getting through. No, he did drop back a little bit, so he wasn't able to get past Matt Holden. But Andy Kosilova now up to that second position. Like we did in our season finale for the late models, at the halfway point, we will throw a competition caution. Looking back, Paul Bajanic, he's I think he's been fighting a lot with Terrell Rice, and he's in that 7th position. And you can see the rest of the field now starting to spread out just a little bit here. Terrell Rice directly ahead, Ashton Rice in front of him. Then you see Matt Holden and Chris Page, the red and blue cars up ahead, battling for that 4th position. Or 3rd position, I should say. Matt Holden has the 3rd spot. Chris Page trying to get it. And Paul Bajanic, he may be playing the numbers game here too. Going to wait to see how we do as far as pit stops. See if any of these other drivers make green flag pit stops. Kosilova, that gap of 1.1 second between him and the 45 there, Mike Berg. It was pretty much staying around 1.1. Just almost. He might have gained maybe a 10. No, it's going back up to 1.1. It was almost down to 1 second flat. So he also may be just trying to just pace himself now and just stay within shouting distance of the 45. Now lap 33. I'll tell you, these laps, they do go by fast. Holding the Page, they're still at it right there. Ashton Rice, she's a little further back in that 5th position. Terrell Rice still, and boy, he's got Paul Bajanic for company there. Paul Bajanic taking a little look down on the inside. I think he's going to try to see if he can squeeze through there once again. And boy, they're door to door almost. And oh no, and he does get into the 98. Oh, that's gonna be a caution.
Caution, yellow flag.
And the 98, he might go ahead and pit, because sometimes those AI cars, they will go ahead and just pit if something happened. Yep, he did jump to the pits, so we don't even have to look at the replay. I think Paul was trying to get down underneath of him and got around. Oh no! Although I hope his steering isn't messed up. Now he was telling us something during practice. Something weird happened to his controls, and his steering, everything was blinking. Like a little bit of a computer issue, actually, more like hardware issue. And man, everybody's coming down pit road. Kosilova, he's also coming in. Paul Bajanic, they all coming in. Paul Bajanic has stayed out, and now he's trying to get down on pit road. Clay Rice, Oliver Stevens following him in. Let's see Kosilova. They still haven't gotten to their pit box just yet. But the entire field has actually come down on pit road. And looks like Kosilova. Now, this will be a perfect opportunity to probably grab a fresh set of Hoosiers here. I imagine he'll do a 4-tire stop. Paul Bajanic, yep, there goes the left side's going on. Paul Bajanic, he's got the right sides on. He burned one of his 2 faster pairs. And whereas Kosilova, he does win the battle off of pit road. Still saving those faster pairs, but he did. He beat Matt Holden and Mike Berger off of pit road, so he will restart in the lead position. And Paul Bajanic just now. Oh no! Is he going a lap down? The pace car just went past him. Oh no! And he was able to get out from pit road. But you know what? He's okay. He'll be between Kosilova and the pace car, I believe. Where is Andy at? There's Andy right there coming up to catch the pace car. So Paul Bajanic, he got lucky there. He'll get a wave around at the 1 to go signal, and that'll bring him around to the tail end of the lead lap. Well, he's on the tail end of the lead lap right now, but that'll bring him around to the back of the pack. When we get ready to go green. Terrell Rice, is he still on pit road? Yes, he is. He's still on pit road. So I'm thinking maybe let's see if we get the 1 to go this time around. We're on lap 38. Caution laps do count. Somebody just came back. Oh, Terrell Rice, you know what? He might have been, he's just making his way back out. Because it took a while for him to tow back in anyway. So he's making his way out. So we've got all 10 cars back on track. And there goes Paul Bajanic getting his wave around. And with the 1 to go, that'll put Andy Kosilova right up. But he's got, Matt Holden, Mike Berg right there behind him. Everybody back there is strong. Ashton Rice in that second row. And Chris Page in the third row along with Sarah Oliver. Pace cars should be coming around on pit road this time. There he is already on pit road. And we get a green flag. Kosilova trying to make sure he holds on to that lead position. He's out front. That's where he needs to be. As we see Matt Holden for a minute, they're almost banging doors with the 45, but Kosilova, boy, they're right there with Andy as well. And look at them, they're getting into each other there almost a little bit. I think Andy Kosilova is going to be fighting to keep this lead here. We're on lap 41 of 200. So far, so good. Paul Bajanic, I don't know if did he get a chance to catch them? He really didn't get a chance to catch the field. He's in ninth, and he's a little ways. He's 4 seconds behind who is that? The 12 of Clay Rice. There's Clay Rice going down in turn 1 and 2. Bajanic now just going through those turns. Andy Kosilova, he's got his hands full with Matt Holden and Mike Berg. Actually, Mike Berg has fallen back a bit. Chris Page, him and Ashton Rice are battling for position there. for that 4th spot, and Chris Page just taking it back from the 49 once again. Costalova remains out front, but Matt Holden is sticking to him like glue for the moment anyway. I know he kind of wants to take it easy a little bit. He may not be able to take it easy a whole lot. As they're racing now down to start lap 45. Paul Bajanic. This is almost kind of reminds you of the qualifying heat. He had, it's like when he had a spin in the qualifying heat, and he had to spend the rest of the qualifier trying to catch up to the pack. And of course, this time he went on pit road, but it took him a while to get around and get his pit stop done. He might have stayed on pit road for some additional. No, actually, I think he burned a fast repair. But he's found himself once again when he got that wave around with 1 to go, just didn't have enough time to get around there and catch the tail end of the pack. So he's going to be spending a while just trying to play catch up. And who knows, that might be good for him. He's got some clean air at the moment, and he's able to get going. Boy, Andy Costalova, and the gap now is 0.8 of a second. Trying to keep Matt Holden at bay. And so far, so good for Costalova. Yeah, of course, that kind of neutralized by having that caution. You know, we were going to wait and see, okay, who's going to do some green flag pit stops, you know, because of fuel windows and whatnot and their pit strategy. But that basically reset the field. Everybody came in on lap 35 for that caution. For Oliver Stevens and Clay Rice, that was their second time on pit road. Also the second time on pit road for Andy Costalova, because he was involved in that early caution there, and electing not to burn one of his 2 fast defenders, hold on to them as much as possible. And right now he's got plenty of clean track, got over half a lap of clean air, and based on the lap times here, it'll probably stay that way for a good portion of the race. So I don't see him having any problems with any kind of lap traffic. He is starting to eke out a little gap here now, 1.2 seconds. Well, it was 1.2, now 1.1. And his best time so far was 21.3. And only 1/10 of a second between the fastest car in the tail end of the field, Paul Bajanic. His last lap time was a 21.92. Paul Bajanic's was a 21.6. So Paul, he's at the tail end of the field, but he is fast. You can see now he's catching up to Terrell Rice and Clay Rice. So now he'll be battling with both the 98 and the 12, and that's all for position. All is on the lead lap. And maybe try to see if he can get past one of these cars. Oh, I think he might make a move past the 98. And yeah, he does get into that. Now he's still showing 90. Now see, actually, I don't think that was the position, because Terrell Rice, he's in 10th position, 3 laps down. So his battle is actually from the Clay Rice. That will be for a position. Clay Rice running in the 8th spot. So he just had to get around the other Rice brother there. And take on the number 12. Costalova continues lead at the front, just about 1.5 seconds. And Harold looking, not Harold, but Paul looking pretty smooth there. And they're getting a good rhythm. Oh, it looked like he might see if he can get up there. Is he close enough? Oh, careful. That's what just does give you enough room. They only just give you enough room to squeak by. They race down the backstretch. He might see if he can, I think he's going to try to get by this time around as they go through turns 3 and 4. Coming off the corner, Paul Bajanic grabs that 8th position. Clay Rice going to try to do the over-under, but he's not close enough to try to come back at him. Looks like Bajanic will manage to hold on to that 8th spot. So while Paul Bajanic's fighting hard back here, Andy Costello at the other end of the field, enjoying a 1.2-second gap. And it's still Mike Berg. And now Chris Page has gotten ahead of the 25 of Matt Holden. He's now in that 3rd position. But he's not turning super fast laps. Costello, his last lap was at 20.6. Well, the one he just did just now was 21.8. And his overall best lap in the race so far is a 21.3, but no telling where he actually turned that lap. He's been doing more like 21.6, 21.7. Paul Bajanic in that 8th position. His last lap was a 21.5. Paul Bajanic, he is really hauling the mail here. Got a long ways to go. Just under 40 laps to the halfway point. Yep, standing at 1.5 seconds between him and Mike Berg. Chris Page now once again coming back up to put some pressure on the 45. And behind them, Ashton Rice is trying to put some pressure on the 25 there, Matt Holden. So a lot of racing going on around the track. Sarah Oliver a little bit further back than 6th. Behind her is the 7. The 833, Oliver Stevens in the 7th spot. Then we have Paul Bajanic in that 8th position. And Paul Bajanic, his last lap was a 21.8. Andy Kostelovas was a 21.7. And he just crossed the stripe. We might have looked at it just after he had crossed the stripe. Paul Bajanic just about matched it. In fact, Andy's was 21.75. Paul's was a 21.73. So he's, when he's got a nice good run, a nice good lap, he's every bit as quick as the 93. But unfortunately, he is just at the wrong end of the field in that 8th position. A good half a lap behind Andy Koselova. Mike Berg still around now 1 3/4 seconds behind the 93. Chris Page has fallen back a little bit. Matt Holden has been able to fend off the 49 there, Ashton Rice. Sarah Oliver has fallen back a little bit. In fact, if she falls back anymore, she might fall into the clutches there of 33 Oliver Stevens. In the 7th spot, Paul Bajanic in the 8th position. Everybody's behaving themselves pretty good on track. Who knows? It could go green the rest of the way. We definitely have seen it happen. That's for sure. So while everything is running along pretty good, we'll take a quick break. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back. You're watching the series finale for the Street Stock Series, the Full Moon Bowling Alley 200, here on Rice Motorsports TV. Okay, Paul Bajanic on the move, picked up that 7th position from Oliver Stevens, now trying to attack the 78 of Sarah Oliver. Here, lap 71 of 200. Now, I don't know if, let's see, Andy Consolova, he's been on pit road twice. I don't think that first time he came in, I don't think he changed any tires, I don't believe. And we saw both of them, both him and Paul Bajanic change tires. That second caution, that was Paul Bajanic's first time in. So he does have some good tires now. There very well could be some green flag pit stops, and we are going to have a caution. But now the question is, do you go ahead and do you put that other set on now and then have some fresh tires all the way to the end of the race where there could potentially be a green flag pit stop? Or do you wonder if maybe there might be another caution and you can go ahead and get that final set? Because as it stands, if both him and Consolova, if they've got one set already, so they'll have, if they were to get another set at the halfway point, then that would leave them with 2 to go. But actually, yeah, because Andy's on his 2nd set of tires now. They get 4 for the race. So I think they're both, everybody's looking pretty good on tires. Consolova coming around to start lap 76. Gap a good 2.4 seconds, him and Mike Berg. So Consolova, he's got it hooked up good now, nice and good. Chris Page in that 3rd spot. 25 on Matt Holden is 4th. Ashton Rice, well, he's rounding out the top 5. Paul Bajanic in that 6th position. And of course, he's got himself sorted out now. And tell you the truth, that halfway point now, Andy, he won't want to see the halfway point, the competition caution. But Paul Bajanic won't mind it at all. That'll really get him just caught up with everybody nicely. And then kind of just decide what he wants to do as far as tire strategy is concerned. And I'm pretty sure that they know that. Well, you know what? I might let them know that there's a competition caution at the halfway point. I'm gonna send them a message so that they'll know. They should see that, and because if they don't know, they may adjust their strategy or think about what they want to do. Don't want them to be caught by surprise with that. Paul Bajanic, is he getting it exactly? He's starting to reel in the 49 there. Ashton Rice a little bit. 1 point. Now it was 1.1. Now it's just under a second. Paul Bajanic, he's coming. We're at lap 81 at the moment, but he is starting to close up nicely. And, and because it's a 200 lap race, we do want to give him that there was no guarantee that they would be even going to get those other 2 cautions that they already had. They could have been racing from the drop of the green flag up to the halfway point. So we definitely throw in that competition caution to give them just a little bit of a breather. It's most definitely a long race here. But boy, he's doing nicely, closing in on the back there of Ashton Rice. And this could help him out greatly. He may decide to put another fresh set of tires on, and then that'll leave him with the option of maybe running as far as he can run. And just in case there's another caution. And is he going to pull the trigger here? And yes, he does. Oh, trying to get past the 49 Ashton Rice. He will squeeze on past. Move Paul Bajanic into that 5th position. Aston Rice, she's right there, right on the tail of Paul Bajanic, but he does hold on to that 5th spot, opens up a 2-3 car gap. Next target, the 25 there, Matt Holden. Paul Bajanic is on the move now in the 5th position. He's moved up 5 spots from starting dead last at the drop of the green flag. Koslova still way out front, enjoying a healthy 3.5 second lead. So he's rolling along pretty good, and they got the message that the caution will come out at the halfway point. Coming around now at lap 88. Mike Berg, no answer for the 93 at the moment. Chris Page, definitely Mike Berg is keeping the 15 at bay for sure. Look at Paul Bajanic now putting big pressure on the 25. Matt Holden, keep it steady there, buddy, and then trying to work his way down turns 3 and 4. He's coming way too far to throw it away now. Paul Bajanic racing the 25 hard, and careful, and he wasn't quite close enough. We're gonna stay green. He just wasn't quite close enough to go for that gap. He was trying to get there, but that, from the looks of it, he was just a little bit too far back. And boy, I tell you that 25 was not going to give him that kind of room. The door was open about halfway, but it closed up very quickly. And boy, I tell you that curve, these are some high curves here at Martinsville, and it almost bit him. So that actually cost him a position. Aston Rice moves into that 5th spot. Paul Bajanic now in 6th, lap 91 here. But he does have the competition caution coming up, so that will once again, like I said, bunch up the field. So it could be a question, hey, do you want to pit, get fresh tires, or do you want to stay out and get the track position and maybe be able to hold on to that? Andy's definitely once he got to the front, it's off to the races. 3.8 seconds now for the 93. And you can even see on the track map how spread out the entire field is now. Paul Bajanic, he's getting pretty close there to Aston Rice. Once again, almost like he's picking up where he left. No, actually, the battle was with Matt Holden, but he's going to have to try to get past. Oh, that looked like maybe the 49 might have checked up a little bit. He might have been carrying more speed off the corner than she was. Now he's trying to turn down on the inside. Does get up on the inside about halfway up alongside the 49. And it looks like he should be able to make that pass stick. Yes, he does, moving back up to that 5th position. Now he does have a little ways to go to catch Matt Holden. Oh, I think he overcooked it that time going through turn 3 and 4, coming off of 4 actually. Really had to get on those brakes. Trying to make sure he holds on. 49 is right there, ready to capitalize if he makes a mistake. Paul may actually be happy to go in, and that would be interesting if he came in the pit, if Andy came in the pit, that some of those other drivers, they may actually stay out. So you really got to keep that in mind. I don't know. Could see the whole field coming. Never know. The second caution, I think the entire field came in. But I think that first one, only about a third of the field came in. So we'll have to see what happens. Koslova gap is now just over 5 seconds, and he's actually running up. He's about to encounter some lap traffic. We're starting lap 98. He's coming up on the Rice brothers. They're Clay Rice directly ahead. His brother Terrell Rice, who's actually 3 laps down. in the 10th position. Clay Rice in the green number 12. He's 9 laps. He's in the 9th position on the tail end of the lead lap. Koslova now going to see if he can put him a lap down. You know, and lap cars can't pit. They have to wait till the lead lap cars go by. And here we go, coming out of the turn. It's going to be lap 100. When we hit 101, the caution flag will come out for the competition caution. So and he does clear the 12. So Clay Rice does go a lap down. Coming around to complete the first half of the race.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we have our competition caution at the halfway point. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going to happen now. Paul Bajanic, he's in that 5th position. He'll get to come up and get right there with Matt Holden. The whole field will bunch up. He's trying to get caught up quickly. And, of course, Andy Koslova, he needs to pick up the pace car before they open pit road, I believe. Now, there's the pace car. Terrell Rice, he scoots on down the road. Pit road should be open. The rest of the field now closing up. And it looks like, it looks like everybody's making their way in. Which may be the best possible thing for Paul Bajanic, I guess, because now it could be a battle on pit road. Koslova, of course, he's going to get to his pit box first, and we'll see if he gets does a 4-tire stop here. He's in his pit box now, and it's got the right side's going on there. I'm pretty sure he'll take advantage and do a 4-tire stop. Yep, left side's going on. Still not using a faster pair. Paul Bajanic, left side's going on. And, he already burned one faster pair. I think he may be trying to just, hopefully he did not get any kind of speeding penalty. He is just sitting there. And let's see what happens. Everybody is still on pit road. Where's Andy Koslova? He may be sitting there getting some, I don't know what's going on there. It's like nobody's moving. Now Koslova's moving. Okay, he's going. And where is Paul Bajanic? And he's in 6th position, so he got a couple of spots there. Well, he got past Ashton Rice anyway. Clay Rice, he come around now. He's on pit road. We don't know how long his pit stop will be, but Andy Koslova is behind the pace car, making their way around. Where's Clay Rice? There he is right there. Looks like he obviously got that lap back, but now he loses a lap once again as the field goes by, so he'll remain a lap down. Terrell Rice is exiting pit road. Looks like Paul Bajanic's in that 5th position as the field, they'll get lined up at the 1 to go. And I'm not sure what's going on here. But the drivers must be something's weird going on there, because I think iRacing might have screwed up or something, because it looks like everybody's going around. And we've seen that happen before. There is Chris Page. Because I'm showing everybody, I'm not sure why. Maybe iRacing told them to do that. I don't know. But the entire field's going around.
Green.
Oh, wait a minute. Something's not right here. Hold on a second. We're gonna.
Caution,
I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Something looked weird. on that restart. Let's grab Andy real quick. In fact, we'll bring him up here real quick and see what happened. Hey, Andy, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Hey, was that a weird that happened again, didn't it? It seemed like everybody wasn't quite caught up.
Yeah, we all went a lap down taking fuel on pit road.
A lap?
So
okay, that's weird.
Then it waved us all by, which I'm like, well, we all went a lap down, so why do you mess with that? Just leave it alone. I don't know why it would mess with that, but it does. So
yeah, how do you go a lap down from who? How would you go a lap
well,
down?
the pace car passed us, so we came in. I was first, so I came in behind the pace car.
Right.
And the pace car just drove and then passed us while I was still on the pits waiting for fuel.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a lap down because I was the leader.
Right, exactly,
so,
yeah.
I don't know why iRacing does that. It's very weird, but...
Is everything sorted out now? Everybody's together where they're supposed to be?
Yeah, everything should be good.
Okay.
I think here, so yeah, I'm just waiting for the pace
Yeah.
car.
Yeah,
I've been idling around here for 2 laps now.
Yeah, we talked about that before because it happened at least one other race that we have seen.
Yeah, it definitely happened.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's why I threw the caution again, just to get everybody caught up there and stuff. But yeah, I'll put you back down
Paul
to the
said,
channel.
I hope he Paul goes, I hope he throws a caution because we weren't caught up.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Then the caution came out.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah.
All right, then.
Thanks.
All right. Good luck, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thank you.
Yeah, iRacing does some weird stuff sometimes. And let's see, is the lights out on the pace car? No, so they'll probably be getting the one to go next time around. But at least, as you can see, the entire field is all caught up now. So everybody, nobody should have to be getting a wave around or anything. And let's see, Terrell Rice, he got 1 lap back. He's now only 2 laps down. I think he was 3 down, but he did get 1 lap back. So coming to the stripe here, he should be 1 to go with the pace car. And does the lights go out? Oh, the pace car doesn't want to. Let's see. I think the lights are still on. Yep. So we'll see what happens. Of course, fuel mileage wise, this will help them. That's for sure. And they definitely should be getting the 1 to go next time around. Everybody that was on the lead lap definitely came in and pitted. Look at Chris Page. He's kind of laying back there a little bit. As you cross the line to start lap 111, the lights are indeed out on the pace car, so it'll be lap 112 when we get the restart. Yeah, sometimes iRacing just has a mind of its own. And sometimes it just does things. But that's why you have to have somebody watching and make sure that if something weird happens, that you can kind of just, throw a caution if you need to. Paul Bojanic, he's right there up near the front now. And more importantly, the field is all bunched up. So let's see what happens. Pace car down on pit road. Waiting for that restart. We got the green flag off and running. Look at Chris Page, where he's going to be attacking that 93. Andy Consolova. Boy, Matt Holden's right there as well. And the 15 gets by, almost gets by on the outside. Paul Bojanic, he's still in the 6th position. They're bunched together. Consolova, he's battling with the 15 for the lead. Paul Bojanic trying to get up there and get closer to the 49. Trying to get a run on her. When she slams the door, it gets right down to that inside line. And the 15 gets shuffled out of position as they race along. Now it's, he still manages to be there. I thought Matt Holden had gotten by, but not quite. Paul Bojanic, he's all over Ashton Rice there, trying to find the right moment to squeeze in underneath the 49. Can't quite get there just yet. A lot of pressure from the 78, Sarah Oliver. I think he might be close enough. Boy, if he doesn't get squeezed. And he does make it through, boy. Ashton Rice not giving him, only giving him just enough room to get through there to thread that eye of the needle there. And so at the moment, he just has a 5th place by a nose, make it 6th. Rice pulls her nose ahead once again. Big battle going on there. Chris Page, Matt Holden also battling. And actually, Mike Berg is the one that's battling with Matt Holden because Chris Page has gotten clear of both of them. And, oh, look at Paul Bajanic. He's about to mix it up with the both the 25 and the 45. Andy Koslova, he would love to get away from all of this, but boy, Chris Page has just turned it up a notch here. He has been one of those sleepers, and I'm not sure what happened. Oh no, Paul Bajanic, and
The yellow flag is out.
that was a spin there for Paul Bajanic. Looks like he crashed, and I don't know if looks like everybody else is running. Oliver Stevens. Let's go back and take a look. He probably was battling with somebody, and with Paul Bajanic, he's trying to get down on the inside of Matt Holden, I imagine. And, oh, it got away from him. He actually didn't make any contact with anybody. So basically, a good reaction there from 78 and 33. And so, yeah, no harm, no foul for anybody there. And a lot of guys coming down on pit road once again. Paul Bajanic also coming down pit road. Andy Koslova, he elects to stay out. Him and Oliver, 33 of Oliver Stevens stay out. Now Terrell Rice, he stayed out. He's going to get a wave around because he wasn't involved in that. So he'll get another lap down. Now he'll be only one lap down. Paul Bajanic, he's elected to come in and get some fresh tires. I'm trying to think, is this his third time on pit road. He might have one more. I don't know if he has one more set left or is this the final set. But at any rate, he's got him on there now. And boy, I tell you, Paul Bajanic, that spin sets him back to the tail end of the lead lap once again. And he's got the fresh tires, but man, he is going to have to. He's going to have to. To come back through the field once again. So here are caution lap 120. Aston Rice she's coming down on the pit road. Now I think that's going to that'll move everybody up a spot as she comes down pit road. Paul Bajanic will move from the 9th spot to the 8th position once he gets past 49 while she's on pit road. She hasn't even gotten to her pit box just yet. So that'll be one position gained. But should have time to get back out before they go green once again. So Paul Bajanic now in the 8th position. Should be getting the one to go next time around. And right, she's already back out. That was quick. Must have been a splash of fuel. It was 1.2 second stop. Who's on pit road? It's the 25 of Matt Holden. They're probably getting the one to go this time around, but he elects to come down on pit road anyway. This could be a strategy like as far as fuel topping off the tank. Because, we're at lap 122, but they're definitely there might be another, it could be a green flag pit stop here before it's all said and done. And that's going to move Paul Bajanic up to the 7th position. Koslova, he's in place now. Oliver Stevens restarting in the 2nd. Mike Berg will be right behind the 93. Chris Page on that outside of looks like row 2. And 33 is really laying back there. We got the green flag, and we're racing once again. Lap 123. Koslova gets a good start there. Mike Berg, I don't know how fast the 33 is. Is he going to be able to battle with the 45 right now? It doesn't quite look like it. Look at Sarah Oliver. This is the highest I've seen her all evening long. In that 3rd position, Chris Page, he's a little blocked in back there right now. Same deal there. Paul Bajanic, nowhere to really go. A lot of traffic. You can see your leader, Andy Koslova. I don't know how fast that 33 has been all night. Janik may be able to get past him as well, and in the 78, because I think the two of them are up there maybe because of just the way the pit stops well, or the way they're tracked, some kind of way they ended up towards the front of the field, but they haven't been up there just from race pace all evening long. Janik trying to follow that 15 through as he moves up the order. Oliver Stevens, the 33, actually pits. Paul Janik trying to make quick work of the 78 there. Sir Oliver trying to complete that pass this time around. Looks like he'll complete it, so definitely in the 4th position. Meanwhile, Andy Kosilova trying once again to start to stretch out that gap if he can, up to about 0.4 of a second. Mike Berg, the pole setter, he was super quick in the qualifying heat. Now he's back up there, and Chris Page in the 3rd spot. Look at Paul Janik in 4th, taking a look at that number 15 car. Paul may be in a good position now. At least he's back up at the front, inside the top 5 there, running top 4 actually. So you can see where all the leaders are. This may be a good point to maybe, you know, we'll see if he goes for it now, or he just kind of let things develop here for a while. He definitely seems to have a good smooth acceleration coming off the corner there. Both him, Mike Berg, Chris Page, they all ran 21.6s that last time around. Andy Kosilova 21.7. You know, when you're the leader, sometimes a little harder to gauge exactly what you're doing to gain an advantage on another car, and they're right behind you. Look at Chris Page trying to take a little peek there at the 45, down on the inside. He's trying to get that 2nd spot. Mike Berg is fighting back. That's what Andy Kosilova wants to see. He wants to see those guys mixing it up. You know, you run a little slower when you're battling with someone else. Kosilova gap now just over 1/2 a second. Paul Janik, he is right there watching those two duke it out in front of him. You got to make sure he doesn't run into them. He's in a good spot. Gap is now 0.6. No, it's right around 1/2 a second, between 0.5 and 0.6. For a lap 133 on 200. Yeah, everybody pitted. Let's see. Kosilova, he pitted on lap 102. Actually, I guess Kosilova, he didn't pit this last time around. I guess he must have just stayed out for track position, because everybody else pitted lap 118. So Kosilova, he may have, I think he has at least one more set of tires if he needs them. If there happens to be another caution, and well, I tell you, we'll see what happens there. Paul Janik still in that 4th spot, getting very close now to the 45 there, Mike Berg. Passing on that inside has been just a little tricky, but he's going to try to see what he can do. If he's close enough, if the window opens, the thing is, he's got to be close enough. I think he had more speed coming off the corner than the 45 did, and he gets into the back of the 45. If he can get a good enough run to get down to the inside, he'll be in business. And boy, look at the 15. He's pretty much sticking with Kosilova. That gap now only 0.3 of a second. So, boy, Andy Kosilova, he's got his hands full. Paul Janik, he's got his hands full with the 45 there. Mike Berg, good 4-car battle going on here, all at the front. And boy, they're all nose to tail now, folks. Koslova's right there. Page, Berg, and Bajanic all right behind him. Those top four are starting to stretch their way out. And down the road a little ways, well, who is that? That is Oliver Stevens. He's a good 5.5 seconds down the road. Who knows? If it were to stay green, they might catch him before it's all over. Just depends on how fast he is. But these guys right here, these four. Look at Paul Bajanic. He did get past the 45 there, Mike Bird. Let's go back and take a look at that pass. And because he was trying, and he got by him coming off of turn 4, and he was up far enough alongside that he was able to take advantage of that position. He definitely completed that pass, so a good move there for the 3 there, Paul Bajanic. With 141 laps in the books now, he's now in that 3rd position, and now he can really start to focus on that 15. Mike Berg is still back there, but he's got at least a car length or so between him and the 45. And he's really going to try to put some pressure on the 15 now. Now, Casanova, has he been holding anything in reserve at all? You know, you want to try to take it easy if you can. Don't want to use up all your stuff. Paul Bajanic, I think he's driving it like he stole it. Trying to see if he can get a good run off the corner. I don't know if I'd stick my nose in there. It's so close, easy. He's not quite close enough yet. It's tempting to try to go for it, but I tell you, those AI cars, they are not going to leave you hardly any room. And if there's not a cars width, and if there's not a healthy cars width to get through there, you're flirting with disaster if you're not close enough. And who knows, the 15 could be holding up Paul Bajanic. Koslover the gap now. It was 3/4 of a second for a moment. Now it's a good 6/10 as Chris Page now trying to fight off the 3 there. You see him down on the inside. Still, is he quite close enough? I think he might get it this time. Let's see if he can make the pass work. And yes, he does. Did he make some contact? He might have made a little bit of contact, but he does get past Chris Page into that 2nd position. We're on lap 145 of 200, the final race of the season for the street stocks. So now it's Paul Bajanic. He is your league champion for season 2. He already locked that up points-wise. Andy Koslover, boy, he's been coming on strong since he joined late. Or a good, like maybe halfway through the season. Can't wait to see how he does be here for the entire season. They're going to have some fun racing together next season, I can tell you that much. And now Koslover, the gap is a little over 1 second. But there's nothing between him and your leader, Andy Koslover, on lap 147. So now it's just a question of what can he do with Andy Koslover. And I think Koslover knows he might just have to hammer down here a little bit. Chris Page, he's right there. You know, I tell you, as these tires wear, you got to watch some of these AI drivers because they seem to find another gear late in the run. Because we've seen it happen before, and they didn't quite catch the leader, but they were getting close. Healthy gap between him and Paul Bajanic, but also a healthy gap between Paul Bajanic and your race leader there, Andy Koslover. And you watch Paul coming off the corners here. Not Paul, but Andy, I'm sorry. And you can start to see some more lap traffic in the distance getting a little closer. Now actually just under 3 seconds. For the Koslover is pretty smooth coming off of that corner. Every now and then, Paul Bajanic gives a little wiggle. Definitely want to protect those tires. Keep those tires alive because who knows? I don't know if they can make it to the end on fuel or not. But boy, I tell you, Paul Bajanic, that gap is now 0.6 of a second, and you can see him. It just seemed like he might have gotten a little too hot right there, and I think that cost him a couple of tenths of a second. You know what they say, slow is faster in those turns. You just got to find that right range of or how slow to go. If you overcook it here, you're just going to cost yourself lap time. And what's that word I love to use? He is getting tantalizingly close. You know, sometimes you get that adrenaline going and you just want to put that right foot through the floorboard, but you still got to maintain a nice, smooth acceleration. Kosilova. Nice, easy braking. Nice, good application on the throttle. And, you know, that gap is 1.1 second. It's all, you've heard it a million times. You watch racing on TV and stuff, and what's one of the main things the drivers say? You gotta be smooth. You gotta be smooth. Because that will gain you tenths of a second. Drawing in ever closer to the 33 there. Oliver Stevens now 1.2 seconds behind the 33. Paul Bajanic, about the same gap, 1.2 seconds behind Kosilova. He's right there. But right now, you know, Andy Kosilova, he's pretty much setting the pace of this race. And Paul has to either match it. And at the moment, he don't have to do better, but he definitely has to match it and manage his tires as well. Now got 1.3, almost, not quite 1.3. Yep, now it is 1.4. And still has not caught the lap traffic yet. And like I said, that's Oliver Stevens, and look like Terrell Rice ahead of him. Terrell Rice is only one lap down, obviously in the lucky dog position. Actually, Stevens is also one lap down. So actually, that is a battle for position between Oliver Stevens and the 98 there, Terrell Rice. So they've got their own little battle going on, but I think Rice has been quicker than the 33 most of the race anyway. And there's your leader, Andy Kosilova. He is really getting up on the 33 now. Paul Bajanic has fallen back a little bit. Gap 1.6 seconds. As you see Kosilova now side by side with 33 there, Oliver Stevens. And careful, and he's going to squeeze his way on through there. And boy, he really got by quickly. He's really smooth getting off of that corner. A good job there by Andy Kosilova, who's on pit road. The 25, Matt Holden, here on lap 161, coming down pit road. Who knows? This could be for fuel here, folks. And now that he's in pit road, I can't see when the last time he pitted. But green flag pit stop for the 25 there, Matt Holden. And let's see if it's just a quick splash or something like that. And no, it's not that quick. And he's still on pit road. Ashton Rice, she's coming down now. Holden, he's done. That was 11.9 seconds. Right, she's making her way down there. They could have, you know, the AI cars, they don't simulate getting tires, but he could have gotten some tires, theoretically speaking, in that one. But that did put Paul Bajanic into that second position. Oliver Stevens now on the, he's 2 laps down now. Now Paul Bajanic will see if he can get past him. And yes, he does. The gap is right about a second between Paul Bajanic and Andy Kosilova. And boy, man, he is really sliding now. That could come back to bite him later on in this race. We're at lap 165. And every time those tires slide like that, You're just taking just a little bit more life out of him. The ride on board with Casalova going through these turns. And you don't see any sliding. And that sort of thing is what keeps your tires alive. Let that car do what it wants to do, what it can do. Paul Bojanic just about 1.1 second now. Casalova, now who was that in front of him? That was the 49 Ashton Wright, so he'll be catching her before too long here. She's only just under 2 seconds ahead of the 93. I'll take drivers, they've been working all race long. No, hats off to Paul Bojanic. He has really had to fight to get up through the field, and it has not been an easy night for the number 3. I can tell you that much. Now 9/10 away from Andy Casalova. Now who knows? He might. If these guys, let's see. No one else is pitted yet, so we've got Terrell Rice and Clay Rice 1 lap down. Oliver Stevens and Matt Holden both 2 laps down. So that's 4 cars not on the lead lap. These only 6 cars on the lead lap. Clay Rice, he's at the tail end of the lead lap, and the leader's not that close to him right now anyway. Ashton Rice is several seconds behind him. So right now he's safe being in that on the tail end of the lead lap. You see where Casalova is almost a half a lap behind the 12. And Paul Bojanic, that gap is now 0.85 seconds. So he's really trying to get there. He's trying to get to the point where he can get close enough to put some pressure on Casalova. I tell you, if he gets into a couple of tenths of a second, Andy Casalova, he's going to start feeling the heat. And we're almost 25 laps to the end of this race. A couple of laps to go here. Ashton Rice not too far down the road. That could come into play as well. Paul Bojanic gap now about half a second. Boy, I tell you, he is really coming on here now, folks. It'll be 25 to go next time around. Andy Casalova, I don't know if he's saving anything now. Still hasn't caught Ashton Rice yet, so she's not a factor yet. And now we're at 26 laps to go. Casalova trying to hold on for the win. Paul Bojanic about 0.7 of a second behind at the moment. At this late stage, I don't think anybody's planning on coming in. Their fuel is probably good to go, I would imagine, as fast as they're going here. Let's look at let's bring up the lap time comparisons here, see what we can see, and we'll bring that up. And Casalova, now lap 70, they just completed another lap. Lap 174, 175, and 176. Casalova was anywhere from a few thousandths to a couple of tenths of a second quicker than Bojanic. So right now he's able to keep Paul Bojanic at bay just enough. He was about 0.07 of a second, almost 0.08 of a second quicker than Bojanic on that last lap. Actually, Bojanic was actually quicker by 0.07 of a second. Gap is just a tick under half a second. 22 laps remaining. And boy, he's almost right there, folks. Boy, this thing could really come down to the wire here. You know what they say, catching is one thing, passing is another. And up to this point, now where is Ashton Rice? She's about 3.5 seconds down the road. Who knows? She may not come into play here. I tell you, at the worst possible time that she would come into play would be at the white flag. And I tell you, if that would have happened right now, she's still around just over 3 seconds ahead of these two. Paul Bajanic definitely trying to stay right there with Andy Kosilova. Kosilova is definitely now starting to feel that heat a little bit. And he's been, I'm not going to say he's been cruising, but he's been very smooth all race long. I have not seen him slide that car at all. He may have been taking care of those tires. He may have just enough left, maybe, to hold off a hard charging Paul Bajanic with only 18 laps to go now. No signs of any kind of caution is going to throw a wrench into anything. And I guess Paul Bajanic wouldn't mind it if it was a caution, caused by somebody else. Oh, he just about got up there and touched the wall. I think he might have made contact with the wall. Gap now still hanging around half a second, 0.45. As these laps continue to tick down. Final street stock race of the season. We'll be saying goodbye to the street stocks after season 2. The guys definitely been having a lot of fun with them. When we started the season, we just had the model that Paul Bajanic is running. That was the original model. I think they call it the Panther. iRacing calls it the Panther, that make of car. And Kosilova, he elected to use one of the newer cars. I think he was using the Panther when he first joined this season. But he switched over to, I want to say that one is called Casino, I believe. Because iRacing introduced a couple of more models for the street stock. Mike Berg, he's in 3rd place. He's in the Eagle. That one's called the Eagle. It kind of looks sort of like a Ford Thunderbird there a little bit. Boy, look at that was a 45 Mike Berg. And now he's in 3rd position. Where did he just pass? Oh yeah, that's right. Oliver Stevens wasn't on the lead lap, so that wasn't for position. The 13 laps to go. Paul Bajanic, he is still right there. And I tell you, he's hanging right around. You know what? Paul Bajanic could be just trying his best to save those tires as much as he can. He might only get one shot at this. And they get 2 or 3 laps to go. He may have something left in the tank. Right now, it's just hard to tell. You don't know if Paul is trying to say something. You don't know if Andy's trying to say something. I keep watching Kosilova come off of that turn. That one particular time, he didn't really slide, but it seemed like he was a little out there. He was a little closer to that wall that time when he came off. I think he's starting to push now just a little bit. He knows he's having to pick up the pace. It's just right around 0.3 of a second. Now going to be 10 laps to go. Paul Bajanic, Season 2 champion, bringing the heat on Andy Kosilova. Kosilova doing everything he can to keep that number 3 behind him. It's like the closer Paul has gotten, it's like the smoother he's gotten coming off the corner. It's like I said before, when you're chasing the leader, you can really gauge, you can physically see every input that you make. You can see whether that improves the situation or makes it worse. And there's Clay Rice. Oh my goodness, he's he is coming into the picture here. I thought it was going to be Ashton Rice, but they're both going to run up on the number 12, and it's still 8 laps to go. And we're going to see what happens here in Kosilova. He's going to try to get by the 12 very quickly here. Look at Paul Bajanic. He said, let me squeeze through that door while it's open as well. They both get through very easily. Now 7 laps to go. Ashton Rice, he's still the one now that's ahead of them, and that gap is a lot closer now. Actually, yeah, the gap is not even quite 1.5 seconds. Kosilova with Paul Bajanic all over him. Now 6 laps remaining. Now they do have 3 green-white checker attempts. Let's see if it doesn't come to that. But it's definitely going to be a race down to the wire here. Oh, Paul Bajanic gets super close. And he almost loses it. Oh, man, that cost him a ton of time. 5 laps to go, almost a full second. You know, it almost, oh no, and that's going to bring out a caution here.
The yellow flag is out.
And we got a caution, and Paul Bajanic, he didn't hit anything, but he's still in second. But, you know, it almost looked like, let's go back and look at Paul when he spun, and there he is. He's already starting to spin, and let's go back here and we'll do the slow motion on it. Right there, it looked like, I wonder if he thought he was going to hit Andy in the right rear there, and he might have been trying to maybe get out of it a little bit. And you can tell right there the way the car is sliding, he's already lost it. And boy, I tell you, did he get lucky? Man, look at him. He avoided going into the inside wall, and it's still fishtailing him just a touch. Not much, but man, I tell you, he really dodged a bullet there. And Andy Kosilova on pit road. Oh no. And he's getting right side tires with 3 laps to go. This is going to be a green-white checker situation here. Is he just getting right sides, or is he getting a full set? And, you know, he's getting a full set. You know what? I don't think he ever used the faster pair. So Andy Kosilova definitely going for it now. This is going to be it. But boy, he is going to come out in 6th position. You know, I'm thinking he might have thought he might, I don't know. I wonder if Andy thought he was going to get passed by Paul if Paul hadn't have spun. Now, Paul Bajanic, he spun, but boy, I tell you, those tires can't be, they've been on since lap 118. And man, he has got Mike Berg behind him. He also pitted on lap 118, and Chris Page, those top 5 pitted on lap 118. And so all their tires are basically kind of the same. Andy Kosilova, where's Andy? He's back there in that, he's showing in the 6th position. So, and now they get lined up. Some of the lap cars, they're going around, and everybody's getting into position. We're going to make sure that everybody's lined up just right. Kosilova getting around the lap cars, getting where he's supposed to be. Paul Bajanic, he's already up there, and oh my goodness, Paul Bajanic, he is trying to save fuel. Wow. Things could be a lot closer for Paul Bajanic than we realize. He might be on fumes when this thing gets the checkered flag, folks. Andy Kosilova in that 5th position. When he got those 4 tires, you know he got a little bit of fuel, so he's good to go. They're coming around, and lights are out on the pace car, so they'll be coming in this time around. It will be a green-white checker attempt. Andy Kosilova, he's back there on the row 3, and you see what he's got to deal with to get up there to get your leader. But what shape are the tires for Paul Bajanic, Mike Berg, Chris Page, Sarah Oliver? Can Andy Kosilova get a jump on all of them?
Green flag. Green
Here
flag.
we go. We're about to find out. Green white checker attempt number 1. Paul Bajanic. He can't save fuel now. He's got to go for it to stay ahead of the 50. He's done all he can under caution to try to save a little bit of fuel. Boy, that 15, the 15 is kind of holding up the 93. Andy Kosolova with those fresh tires trying to make his way through there. White flag in the air. Paul Bajanic just needs one more circuit of the lap. Look at Andy Kosolova. He gets past the 15. Can he catch Paul Bajanic? He's got the half a lap to do it. Going down into turns 3 and 4. He's not quite close enough. I think Paul Bajanic's going to hold on. He will. Kosolova gets a little squirrely. Paul Bajanic, he's going to take the checkered flag and the final win for the Street Stocks here in season number 2. Wow. What a hell of a finish. Good Lord. Paul Bajanic hanging on by the hairs of his chinny chin. Does he have fuel to even do a burnout? Who knows? We'll find out, I guess. Wow. Man, hats off to Andy Kosolova. Talk about not leaving anything on the table whatsoever. That was pretty daggone awesome there. Wow. Oh my goodness. And I gotta bring Paul up here. I'm gonna bring Andy up there as well. And let's see if he has any fuel to even do a burnout. You know, I think he's out of fuel. I think he's just gonna. Oh no, he does have some fuel. So he does do a little burnout there, and Mike Berg getting all in the way. At this point, Paul said, tear it up. We're done with these cars. Oh man, wow! One final time in victory lane. Paul Bajanic is he trying to get it turned around? I guess he is. And he will park it right there at the start-finish line. And oh my goodness, let's go ahead and go on down there with the guys in winner's circle there. Holy crap! Okay, man, if you guys didn't make the show at the end,
that was awesome.
You couldn't write that. Dude, you couldn't write that, man. Andy, boy, I tell you, you gave everybody a heart attack. Man, Paul, what a way to finish the season. Season champion and icing on the cake. One final win. Well, I tell you,
Sure.
well, you did you? If for a while it looked like, I was wondering if you were going to be able to catch Andy.
Yeah, well, I know Andy was a couple laps short on fuel.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Unfortunately, he had a pit at the end, but it was a good race at the end anyways. I mean, that whole stint was pretty cool, just riding along with Andy and trying to pass him and we'll try to hopefully that he would make a mistake, but he won't make no mistake. But my only hope was the gas fuel mileage, and it worked out for me. I pitted earlier on in the race, and he did for a couple laps, so that gave me my extra 5 laps of fuel. So that was what got it for me.
I heard you doing a little fuel saving under that last caution.
Yeah, I was, because I was like, well, I wasn't ready for the green white checker either. I was like, no, I gotta worry. But no, I just want my grandfather clock. Where is it?
Yeah, it's in the mail. Well, I take because that
that was good. That was a good race, regardless of how many spins I did or wrecks I've caused or whatever.
I did ask you at the beginning in the warm up. Is this going to be a spin and win situation?
You called it.
I didn't realize I was calling it. Who knew, man? I wouldn't. Good
Mr.
grief,
Calling.
man. Paul, next season, Paul gonna be saying, "Man, ask me that question every time, man."
Do it all the time, please.
But here, who knows?
But it was an awesome season, awesome people, awesome. Just everything you guys do for all of us is it's cool. And like I said, just a shout out to everybody out there, man. Just come out and join us, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah, we'll take a couple of 2-3 weeks break, and
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah,
be rocking it with those late models, man. And I know everybody will be looking forward to that, man. But
Yeah.
congratulations on
Thank
one
you, sir.
final win of the season, man, and
Thank you.
on the league championship there as well.
Thank you.
Well
Appreciate
deserved,
it.
man. But
Thank you.
so go relax, and we'll talk to you later on.
All right, brother.
Hey, Andy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Man, I tell you. I talk about doing it, like you said, you didn't have the feel. You came in and got those fresh tires, and you couldn't have actually do any more than that. And you absolutely made that thing. I mean, talk about that is what when you look at that term, leaving nothing on the table. That right there is the definition of leaving nothing on the table, man. Good effort, almost. I mean, so close, but man, great racing and great racing. Ever since and you got in the season late and stuff, and I know you probably can't wait to start the season off with everybody and have a good shot at winning a championship and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to starting the season on time, see what I can do. But yeah, that was when he spun, I was just like, well, it didn't matter either way. It helped me if anything, because I just did not have the fuel.
Wow.
I would try to stretch it out in front of him a little bit there. I did that last time that we had the caution. I didn't pit. I was like, we'll probably have another caution, and I should have just pit because everybody else did anyway.
Right,
so
right.
It wouldn't
Okay.
mattered. I would have still come out first. So yeah, that was dumb. So, but
Man.
so yeah, I would I tried to get out to a little. I when he was battling with the other cars there, I just like kind of let him do that, and I was rolling into the corner, lifting early. And then when he got by him, I was like, okay, let's go. And I would try to stretch out a little bit of a lead and then save for a couple laps, then stretch it out and then save a couple, but that wasn't working. So, but that last lap going into 3, his back bumper kind of looked like he was Joey Logano and I was Austin Dillon, but I decided not to.
Good choice.
Yeah. Harold Robinson.
Yeah, because then I would have had to spin Denny Hamlin too, and it would have been a whole thing.
That would have been a mess.
Yeah,
A little bigger than Logano, so.
Oh boy, I tell you, man. But yeah, you did. That was a great show, guys. Man, way to cap off the Street Stock Series this season, man. I tell you, that was awesome, and you guys will enjoy watching that one back.
Yeah.
But congratulations again, man, on a good season for both of you and stuff. And we'll see you for season 3.
Amen.
Okay,
All
guys.
right, brother.
All right, man.
See
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. Thanks
We
again.
appreciate everything you do there, Tony.
All right, thank you. Now we'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
See ya.
Okay, folks. Wow, that will do it. And that, man, it's almost sad. That'll do it for the Street Stocks. So let's go ahead and bring up the final order of the race here. Paul Bajanic getting one more win for the season by 0.3 of a second over Andy Kosalova, and you look on down, see the finishing positions of the other drivers there. But I mean, boy, I tell you, they put on an awesome show, and that was just awesome just to see the Street Stock Series. You couldn't have had a better finish, a more exciting finish for the Street Stocks than what you had tonight. And as always, thanks, folks, for tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, man. Click that notification bell, because you don't want to miss anything that's going on here with the Virginia iRacing League. And boy, I tell you, that'll be it for the Street Stocks. We're going to take a 2-3 season break. Now we got not season, but 2-3 weeks. We'll be back with the late models for the summer series, and we'll be more on that later on. So stay tuned. So for all of us here on Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.